Welcome PhiDX Unhinged. I found out that I have this hotel Wi-Fi is 30 down, 30 up. I didn't think I could live stream. I thought I was gonna have to record this. It was gonna be a YouTube exclusive, but they hooked me up with good internet, I guess. Patch notes 2.03.01. The lead up to this patch, they told us it was gonna be the last major balance patch for the rest of the Tekken World Tour. They want to give the competitors a stable ground to compete on. To be honest, from my perspective, it's a little concerning. I think the game is in need of a lot of changes, and the previous patches have been very minimal. Now, to be fair, what I understand to be major patch changes means where they touch every character, or mostly every character. What's likely going to happen is there's still going to be updates regularly for individual character hotfixes. Now, all that said, most people feel like the patches beforehand were actually not that helpful, right? Not that they weren't helpful. They were all a step in the correct direction, but they were tiny baby steps. So it felt like we were not really getting anywhere. All right. So this patch has a lot riding on it. We already knew that they were going to touch rage arts, and that would be buffs to specific characters. Aside from that, this is all new to me. A lot of people in chat have already read it. We've been, timing people out for spoilers. But let's stop yapping and get to it. All right. The update data for Tekken 8 will be distributed with the following details. Maintenance schedules. Not really relevant because it's obviously... By the time you watch this video, the patch will be up. Impact of the update. Replays, online replays, Super Ghost Battle, Tekken Fight Lounge. Pre-update message and stamp histories. I didn't know they kept those histories. DLC. Hwoarang releases early access around 4 p.m. Monday, July 7th. So by the time the patch... by the time maintenance is up, you'll be seeing Hwoarang. The general access. Pack Pixels. Oh, okay. Pack Pixels also... Okay, the new stage. It drops the same time as Hwoarang. Cool. New Fight Pass. I saw they had I thought they had a new crop top. I saw Nina. That was cool. The Atelier Yumiya collab. If you guys didn't watch the Summer Tekken Talk, let me pull that up. Summer Tekken Talk. This thing was so wild, bro. So Atelier Yumiya, if you didn't watch this pseudo Tekken Talk, Atelier Yumiya is like a RPG game or whatever. Pretty cool. I only know of Atelier Ryza. But they have this artwork, this collaborative artwork, right? So we thought, oh, Yumiya would get Reina's costume, Reina would get Yumiya's costume, but all we get is Yumiya's little hair thing. The hair strand. And a slime. So it was definitely a very strange collaboration, especially when we found out that Yumiya gets Reina's entire outfit. So, we got baited by this Junny art. The Junny art was really cool. I keep saying this, that I think the artwork for fan artwork and any artwork they do for Tekken tends to be really good, like the character screen art and stuff like that. But this collaboration was a little lackluster, to say the least. But there's also a t-shirt for the avatar. Hwoarang as an avatar skin, Tekken special deal, Tekken Fight Lounge. I'm sick while recording this too. I'm out of country and I'm sick. It's rough. Message board. Display a message above the avatar's heads. Okay, players in the lounge list. Oh, a list? Cool. Warp to player. Oh. You can find your friends and teleport to them. That's kind of neat. Dragon Ball Fighters. Preset phrases. Ghost behavior. 5 special ghosts with character panels. And I think with these 5 character panels, they're wrapping up all the character panel collaborations, right? So if you don't know, there has been fan art that's getting put in the game. If you haven't heard of it by now, I'm sorry. But they've done every single character except some of the DLC. So Hwoarang isn't here. Anna isn't here. This is all kind of before that. But All this fan art was earned in the Tekken Fight Lounge. I don't know if they'll bring them back in the future, but I hope they do at some point. Yeah, the Devil Jin one is, to me, by far the coolest. So this is, this isn't the last set. 2.04, the next patch will have the last set. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So 2.04 will have these loading screens and this swimsuit pack going band for band with Street Fighter. I'm trying to find, oh yeah, and these are the ones for the current patch. The Devil Jin one is the coolest. I also like the Zafina one. These are pretty cool, I can't lie to you. That's pretty sweet. Anyways, back to business. Character move, behavior fixes, and balance adjustments. What everybody's been hoping for. All right. In Tekken 8 version 2.03.01, we've implemented further balance adjustments to continue improving the battle environment. This update includes ongoing adjustments to moves that offer excessively high rewards and also introduces changes to rage arts. Ongoing adjustment to moves with excessively high rewards. We've continued our efforts from the 2.01 update to address moves that offer disproportionately high rewards relative to their risks, as well as high performance moves that can easily create repeated advantageous situations and lead to one-sided outcomes. So like looping stance 50-50s, basically. Adjustment to frame advantage on block for rage arts. Maximum health was increased from 180 to 200 in the emergency patch 2.0.02, I believe, making it more common for characters to enter rage with higher remaining health. As a result, there were more situations where simple punishments like throws were no longer sufficient to KO after rage art. In this update, rage arts are now minus 18. They were minus 15, enabling all characters to punish with air combos. So, will they undo the changes? I doubt it. I doubt it. I ask immediately, will they undo the changes where they gave characters 15 frame launchers? You know what I mean? Right? So like that was kind of a big deal. That was kind of a huge deal when it came to these buffs they kept giving characters. They gave characters like Raven got forward 4 as a 15 frame tornado launcher in order to make it punishable. So making everything launch now, are they going to undo those? I doubt it. But you know. That's my first thought right away, is like maybe that should be addressed. I'm just grabbing a little Unicode icon here. All right. So yeah, big change. Every character being able to launch it's kind of a big deal. Steve has up to 17 frame, you know, just thinking of my character. So neat. The other thing, I was actually this is side topic. I was talking with friends about rage art. And it felt like when rage art was introduced in Tekken 7, it was better thought out than in Tekken 8. And what I mean by that is in Tekken 7, you had rage art or rage drive. And that kind of decision making made it so that you wouldn't see a rage art every game because rage drive was so valuable for some characters. Now in Tekken 8, where there's no decision making with rage anymore, it's like you have heat as the entire side system and you still have rage art. You see so many rage arts all the time, and it drastically affects the gameplay every round. So I feel like rage art there's consideration to be made for rage art being like once a game, or maybe reconsidered altogether, just because heat is the dominant system, right? So having rage art every single round and heat is kind of a lot to me, not to mention installs. So at some point I wonder if they'll cut the bloat, but I kind of doubt it. Regarding the previously announced character buffs, as announced in the previous patch list, we originally planned to implement buffs for several characters that would have minimal impact on the overall battle balance. However, after careful consideration, we decided to limit the scope of this adjustment to Devil Jin only in order to keep the impact on overall balance to a minimum. Hey, you know what? Hats off to the team for that. I can't believe it. They walked back that they were gonna buff characters. Wow. No, that's actually really cool. I need to screenshot this. That's really sick. That's actually really cowl. I cannot believe the Lee players did not downplay enough. That is the wrong lesson to take away from this. That is the absolute worst lesson to be taken away from this is that. I cannot believe that is where we left off. In any case, let's check out the changes. You guys are ridiculous. Considering that major esports tournaments will take place in August, the update schedule is not expected to include any battle bounds. I was celebrating too soon. So you're telling me this is the patch we get for 2 months? Small scale updates on bug fixes and minor balance adjustments. That's good, but 2 months? You remember the last time we had to wait a long time for changes, right? They just kept putting them off, and then bam, 1,500 changes. Oh, these are not a lot of changes. I saw Lili and Xiayou on the same page. I mean, Zafina too. Okay. Well, chat. Tempered expectations, right? I had a hunch that it was not going to be anything super crazy, but they was digging in their butt while making this patch. All right. Balance adjustment policy for version 2.03.01. We read all this already. This is what we just read. All right. Sound effects, voice effects made some adjustments and changes to the move cinematics. I think cinematics are going out of control. Hwoarang going into a little cutscene every time he guard breaks you is too much for me personally. Too much for me personally. Move list. Certain text icons and other elements in the move list have been modified. Cool. Rage art. -15 to -18. Throw break. A bug where multiple throws could be escaped simultaneously through specific inputs has been corrected. So people had asked me before, when they fixed the 1+2 throw break thing, would it lead to option selectable throws? And I said no. But they discovered that when they fixed the 1+2 throws, where they made the window less strict, it was like literally frame tight and you had to use a bind. Now people were able to like Kara cancel like by plinking 1 and 1+2 to break multiple throws at once. Obviously it was unintended, so they took that out, but cool to see that it's fixed. Okay, my favorite character, Alisa. During dual boot forward 1+2, the opponent's recovery time blocking was reduced by 3 frames. The advantage has been changed from +7 to +4. Nice. This is Hello World, right, where she spins like a helicopter? That's a huge deal. Huge deal. Dual boot forward 1+2 went from +7 to +4 on block. Big deal, big deal. +4 is crazy, but you know, we'll take it. We'll take it. Alisa, 2 on hit or block 2. The tracking capability of the second hit has been enhanced, mitigating the occurrence of whiffing midway through. I'm pretty sure 2-2 was a whiff punish anyways, or like a block punish anyways. So, not a big deal there. During boot 3, that's the slide, low parry was being triggered during the latter part of the attack's active frame, so the behavior has been fixed to align with the intended specification where low parry does not occur. Oh! Huh? So, what the heck? What? Slide no longer low parryable ever. So it used to be low parryable in the later active frames, but they don't want it to be low parryable. So they fixed that. Evasive action 1. Modify the opponent's behavior when hit from behind. I don't know what the evasive action stance is called, but I don't think that changes very much. I don't, what's the notation for evasive action 1? All right, Anna. Down back 4. Reduced opponent's recovery time by 2 frames on hit, adjusting frame advantage from +8 to +6. This is the stomp that goes into stance, right? Why is it so plus in the first place? I get that she's in stance, but this is a crazy number to put on a low. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. I get it. If this move, I'm pretty sure goes forced hammer chance, right? It still doesn't go into stance until it's on hit, but yeah. So it sounds like the blocked frames aren't changed, right? It just seems like such a crazy. It seems like such a crazy number to put on a to put on a low that hits. You know what I mean? While standing 1-2. Reduced input. Okay, so reduced delayability by 4 frames. Is that the right way to say it? Delayability? Hammer chance 2-1-2. This is mid, high, mid. Opponent's recovery time has been reduced. Wow, okay. Yeah, this move was insane. I cannot believe it was +6 on block into full crouch. It was like she would just do the string and then she would mix you. It was so whack. The attack hitbox has been reduced to mitigate unintended occurrence of hitting opponents behind you. Reversal break. It had a reversal break. Oh my god. Ref break is what I'm going to call that. It's way faster. The chip damage changed. Okay, that's the main stuff. Yeah, I cannot believe that was +6 to begin with. Anna having any true advantage into full crouch is already insane. The character is, in my opinion, supposed to use like mental frames to go into crouch, right? Hammer chance 1+2. Opponents. This was like the same move as the last hit of the string, right? Hammer chance 1+2 is the same thing as the last hit of 212, right? How did that make it to live servers at PhiDX? I wish that were my quote. It's not my quote. That is Tyler One's. Oh! During Chaos Judgment, take low attack from opponent. So the auto low parry now does a tornado. So I'm guessing if you auto low parry an airborne move like the Alisa slide we were just talking about, then you get a tornado. That's kind of cool, right? I didn't realize it didn't do that before. Cool. That's fine. I feel like that's what it should be anyways. With like the new system, that's not like a crazy change. I mean, it's obviously a buff, but running 3-2 expanded the hurt box. Okay. Same with heat. During sidestep 1+2. The distance from opponent on hit or block of the first hit was reduced in order to alleviate whiffing midway through. The tracking ability of the second hit has been enhanced on hit, mitigating the occurrence of whiffing midway through. Okay, so hitbox stability. And up forward 3+4. Issue has been corrected when attempting to perform a move with buffered input from crouch state. You would accidentally get... Okay. Honestly, there's still a lot, right? She still has the 2 jab, counter hit confirm into the elbow, that wall splats. So she has like a 10 frame counter hit confirmable wall splat, which isn't unique to her, right? Like, thank you for the spell check. She still has the 2 jab thing. Oh, what's up, Lili? Tekken is good now. Are people not mad anymore? The community has been divided into angries and angry at the angries. What I've had the most fun with this game is playing with friends. And to be honest, ranked isn't that bad. I think ranked is actually not terrible. Especially because Lili is pretty fun to play in the current meta, and the HP buff makes it nice. But yeah, it is what it is. To be fair, well, for what it's worth, I've been able to stream the game and not get upset. I only get upset when I mess up. Teach me again one day. I forgot everything. Yeah, Lili is really fun in this. Like, no, not even trying to like steal you back or anything. Lili is pretty fun in this patch. Her combos are really fun. She is also really strong in this meta where you can kind of block and take a lot of hits because you have more HP now. Anything's better than Street Fighter 6 Lee. I heard you're on jury, yeah? I heard you're on jury. How's that going? Jury feats you? Alright. Usually the green names are whiffing nonstop, but that was pretty good. That was not bad. Where did we leave off? Asuka. This character is a war criminal, bro. I don't know if you guys were watching the mix-up, but Asuka Kazama is a war criminal. What did she say before that? Toes, big old juicy grippers, yum yum. Well, I knew it couldn't have been anything good. So... Alright, what do we got? Rage charge. The opponent recovery time when blocking. So the full charge is... It was plus? I didn't even know it was plus. I knew you couldn't interact. I knew you couldn't interrupt. I didn't know it was plus. What? Yo, no. Oh wow. I knew it was pushback. I the pushback in the situation, I was like, oh well. I you know, when I saw it in practice mode, I probably saw +3 and assumed it was for my character. Like, I just stopped paying attention. I'm like, +3, surely that's for me. I just can't use it because of the pushback. I didn't realize she got the advantage for charging her super duper armor panic button that will kill me for daring to try to hit the character with a safe launching punch parry, a launching kick parry, a low evading counter hit safe launcher, a safe down forward 2, a sidestep 2 where she Mangekyo Sharingan's out of this dimension to jab me in the lung. I can't believe this character had that, bro. +3 to -13. What an insane. Like, don't even look at what the move is. Imagine reading this patch note from the past. Advantage on block change from +3 to -13. If you saw that patch note in the past, if you played any Tekken before, you would be asking, what move could they have possibly done to go from +3 on block to -13 on block? And if the reply you got was, oh, it's a move you get when you're in rage, you can spend your rage and has super armor, and Asuka's the only one who can charge it to create a mix-up, you would be so confused. You'd be like, what did you just say to me? I can't believe that. Naniwa Gusto, up forward 1-2. Change behavior on hit. Maybe there's no more guaranteed follow-up. Her up forward 1-2 is a dumb move. That move is really dumb. Forward 2+3. Back 1+4? What is that? Isn't forward 2+3 her punch parry? She has a follow-up? Oh, these are two separate moves. Back 1+4 is her kick sabaki, right? So, wait, she has two versions to do the same move? Forward 2+3 and back 1+4 are the same move? Or they're different moves? Back 1+4 is the start of the Kazama string? No. 1+4 is the Kazama string. Anyways, they're sabakis. That's all we need to know. Back 1+4 is the high-low string. Yeah, the one that you low parry, right? That had a parry associated with it? It says bug fix where under certain conditions an unintended move would be triggered by inputting a technique. Okay. Anyways, down back 1+2. Reduced instances of okay, side swap bug fix. Back 1+4. Back 2+4. Sorry, 1+3. A bug has been fixed where if the opponent's attack landed before the reversal beginning, it was incorrectly treated as a counter hit. Wait, I thought it was supposed to be like that. Isn't that a buff? If you counter hit the parry too early, it's not supposed to be a counter hit? Okay. I think Asuka's in contention for the best character in the game. They didn't touch anything. That charge, full crouch 3, full crouch down forward 3, up forward 1-2 cancels. The untouched, like in a game that's supposed to be aggressive, having safe parry launchers is an insane character archetype, right? But if you're going to give a character those things, giving her the ability to attack also just gives her everything. So that's pretty wild to me. Azucena. I'm sorry, I keep zooming out. Azucena, back 1-1. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 6 frames. Wait, what? Did I read the wrong thing? A bug has been fixed where the second hit could be avoided by crouching after the first hit landed. Okay. Bug fix. Libertador down 3. Collision detection, unintentionally being able to evade the opponent's attacks. Evasion bug fix? I'm confused. Isn't that move designed to be evasive? Back facing opponent 2 on front hit on ground 2. Adjusted to a transition to throw even if it hits off axis. Oh. Attack throw. Or hit throw is a better way to say it, right? Bryan heat smash. Oh my god, it got nerfed. Wow. It went from plus 15 to plus 9. Again, a crazy situation. During Snake Eyes 3+4 2. The opponent's recovery time and blocking is reduced by 8 frames. It was -1. Yo, there. See what I mean? Like they they know what's wrong, but they keep going so slowly. They understand, bro. Why was this -1 and now it's -9? It took a year and a half. What's up with that, bro? What's up with that? Snake Eyes 3+4 2, it's where he does the counter hit mid kick and charges up a punch. And if you let him charge the punch all the way, he guard breaks you and it wall splats. If you don't let him charge all the way and you try to interrupt, then he wall splats you. It no longer wall splats unless fully charged. Oh. Wow. I better see Claudio get the same thing, man. As in removing. See, this is how you handle, honestly. This is how you handle the season. This isn't a season 2 move, right? This is a season 1 move. But this is how you handle the moves brought in season 2. Because it's unlikely that people will nerf them. These moves are unlikely. Remove. It's unlikely for these moves to be removed. So the only thing you could do is nerf them into obscurity, which is fine because Tekken doesn't need, you don't need a move answer for everything. And I'm not sorry to say that. Tekken is cool when good defense shuts down a lot of options. Good defense, mind you, when people know what they're doing. And you get more elaborate mind games built on timing and, you know, player tendency reads instead of just picking a better move on the same timing, you know. We could play other games for that. But Tekken was one of the few games where we didn't have to do that. And I like Tekken, not other games, you know? I don't think Tekken needs to become like other games in that sense. Anyways, Clive nerfs. Clive needs a lot of work, bro. This character's dumb. Down 1. Increase distance to the opponent on hit. That's a nerf? I feel like down 1, having more pushback on hit is what Clive wants. Clive's not whiffing anyways. Is that supposed to be a nerf? I don't know if that's a nerf. Might make while standing 4 whiff. Yeah, maybe. But I don't know. I don't think that was that good anyways. While standing 3, this move is busted. Reduce knockback distance on block. Okay. Okay. It was stupid when it pushed back far. But if... I don't know. I'm confused. Forward 2, 2, 1... Heat. Okay, so heat, forward 2, 2, 1. This is the guard break string. Behavior from +2 to +9. Here we go. Listen, this is the direction. This is the kind of stuff we expected to see when season 2 dropped. This is the exact thing that we expected when season 2 first dropped. Now, so they get it. They understand. They understand what we want now. Is this something they could do more of? You know, like it. So what's gonna happen? My prediction, what's gonna happen based on these changes is like the Clive players are probably gonna be pissed, at least on Twitter, right? You're gonna see pissed off Clive players. You're gonna see characters like, because people got touched as they should have. You're gonna see Bryan mains get pissed, right? You're gonna see Asuka players find a different way to complain. But what's gonna happen, I think, now with these styles of changes, this style of these changes, is the character mains who got hit are gonna be upset. But they hopefully will come for everyone. They have to stay the course. It's gonna be rough. People are gonna be so upset. But they have to stay the course. They have to make everybody upset. I don't know why Devil Jin... I mean, I know why Devil Jin is getting buffed, but they just ruined his design. It's so hard to balance a character like this, bro. They made his while standing 14 frames. Like, what? Dude. Is that what he really needed? It was 15 frames startup and now it's 14 frames. That's so wild. I can't believe that. That is a crazy change. The hitbox, the second attack has been increased downward. Okay. See, this is what you need. Hitbox stability. I didn't finish Clive. Oh, my fault. I got so carried away. All right. Clive, heat forward 2-2-1 charge. Hold. My fault, guys. I got too carried away with my rant. Opponents are... Oh, no more 2-1. Yeah, I'm dropping this character, bro. I'm dropping this character. That's fair, though. That's how it should be. It was pretty dumb that he had that before. It was pretty dumb that he got a wall splat after that. However, you will not be seeing me on this character without that. Expanded the hurt box, alleviating an issue where certain low attacks would whiff. Okay. Let's see. While rising 3. You can now use the move with CD 3+4. Oh! That's interesting because wasn't that the, like, special input to do his combo anyways? CD 3+4? Devil Jin while standing 3 change is not a buff. Wavy still isn't bufferable, which is what made it hard in combos, and the neutral for the new input required. Otherwise, you get CD3. Okay. It was hold 3, CD4. Oh, so it's actually not as good. But when you do the CD, you need the neutral anyways, right? That doesn't sound true. It sounds like CD 3+4 anyways, right? The while standing 3 still works as another way. Okay, yeah, so I don't believe that other guy. Anyways, player expression nerf. I don't think I agree with that. The tech before was specific, but it was really... They enable you to do it more easily, but it wasn't hard to do before anyways. The hard part about the while standing 3 was that you had to time it. Nobody was struggling. Well, okay, let me not speak for everybody. But most people were probably not struggling. No, it's not like a law DSS change because the input of holding down 3 and pressing 4 is not difficult. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you are struggling with that, there are other issues at play, okay? Listen, the hard part was timing the wave dash. Okay, the hard part was timing the movement. It was not holding one of the buttons and then hitting the other button. Okay, so adjusting it to be a 2-button press is really not the issue. If that is your issue, I'm appalled. If that is your problem, you should probably not be playing Amishima. Okay, hop on to Alisa. Hop on to Clive Rossfield, all right? If you can't hit 2 buttons at the same time, join me. Pick Lili, pick Steve, pick these easier characters, pick Asuka, you know? Pick my characters if you can't hit 2 buttons at the same time. Good lord. Anyways, Claudio untouched. That did not miss my attention. that was funny. All right. I almost moved on again. I got carried away. While standing 3, new input allowed CD plus 4. That's cool. That's a cool change. That's fine. It's really not that big of a deal. What they should do is let Steve do Lionheart into Peekaboo again. That was sick. Where you had to Kara cancel forward 3 plus 4. That was cool. During heat, CD4 during hit 3. The tracking capability of the second hit has been enhanced. I get it because, okay, that's not that egregious of a change. My words, or the words that I read, made me overreact. But I overreacted. What it's saying is, if the first hit hits, the second shouldn't whiff, right? But I hate that new Hell Sweep, bro. Claudio already got touched last pass. He got a slap on the pinky finger, bro. CD4-4. Heat CD4-3. Hey, gray name. It's CD4-4, not CD4-3. I don't think you're right. I actually think you're completely wrong. During heat, during hit 3. Diamond TK. God, sick of you guys. It's the same patch note both times, yeah. Never heard Fee say gray name. I know, right? It's rare. Deviljin down forward 1-4. This move is so dumb. And it's not dumb because it's overpowered or anything. It's dumb because it's dumb because they don't respect the intelligence of Deviljin players. That's what it is. You know why it's dumb? It's because they say you have a mid-high string. Oh no, it keeps getting ducked. Let's give them a mid-mid. You know, it's like you can't open up your opponent with an electric and a wave dash. I guess we'll give you a 50-50 in your down forward 1. It feels disrespectful to the intelligence of Deviljin players, bro. They can handle it, bro. They want to play a hard character. They want to play an edgy, hard character. It's fine, man. They don't need that. Hitbox stability. Up 4. Hitbox expanded downward. Okay, really, it's a bunch of that. It's a ton of that. All right, Eddy Gordo. Whoa. Eddy Gordo. Back to 4. The tracking capability of the second hit. Okay. Hitbox stability. Back 3-3. Hitbox stability. Back 3 plus 4. Expanded the hurt box. Hurt box increased. What was back 3 plus 4? What move is that? It's back 1-4. Oh, my fault. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Feng Wei. He T-poses on the ground. The armor move. Oh. Yeah, what the... That one guy did not know what he was talking about. Not saying I can't handle it. I'm used to being called a dumbass by my wife. I'll Bamco do it too if it... Wow, I can see why your wife calls you a dumbass. I cannot read your sentence, bro. I'll Bamco do it to it if it makes Deviljin better by... I'll Bamco do it too if it make... Whatever, man. Praying for you. Jesus. What the... That was impossible to read, bro. Yeah, editor, keep that in. During heat, forward, 1 plus 2, hold. He's the Deviljin player that they made down forward 1-4 and down forward 1-2-4. Oh god, I'm too sick, bro, to contain myself. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm not gonna correct myself. I love it. Hey, thanks for being a good sport, bro. God. Oh. During heat forward plus 2 hold. Opponent's recovery time has been changed from plus 12 to plus 11. Cool, so he can't get the back 4-4 anymore. He had the fishhook heat thing to wall splat. Oh god, that was funny. Up forward 1. Cannot be defended against with attack reversal. Oh, it wasn't considered an airborne attack now. Or before. Now unparryable. While standing 1-3. When are they going to bring Noctis back so you have a chance at competing again? Are you saying that I have no chance of competing unless I pick Noctis? What is this guy's name, bro? Bring back Noctis, Sophie. You said this. You said the exact same thing 5 months ago. You asked me who cares. I didn't catch any of that. When's the YouTube vid? When's Marduk, man? Bring back PhiDX, worst nightmare Marduk. Bring back Noctis so PhiDX can have a chance of competing again. I should have stayed on vacation, bro. While standing 1-3, a bug has been fixed where on counter hit, the distance to opponent became farther. Okay, counter hit, pushback, bug fix. Hwoarang. No Heihachi. 2. Uh-oh. Are they nerfing this? Forward 3. Oh, wait, no. Bug's been fixed where the damage to the second hit was lower than intended. Okay. During left flamingo, back 4-3. Tracking capability of the second hit has been enhanced. Okay. I should say second hit. Hitbox stability. Jack 8. 3-2. Tracking of the second hit has been enhanced. Okay. 3 down. What is this move? Triangle performance and strength is specifically on ground hit. Okay. Oh, it goes into stance. I see. Jin. I hate this character, man. I liked him in Tekken 7. Or down forward 4. Oh, there was a bug like this? When did that happen? Down 4. Why is there a bug with his 4? Was he getting Hell Sweep on accident or something? Interesting. It's every 4 input except forward 4. Bug fix where input would fail during forward dash. Wow, that was weird. I wonder if that was the issue I was having with Lili. I had a tournament where I couldn't input down 3. I would just teabag, and I wonder if that was because it was out of forward dash or something. A bug with his right leg specifically. Man, you're not wrong, okay? You're not wrong for coming to that conclusion. I do feel like there's some Captain Obvious energy there, but you know, it's cool. You're not wrong. It probably was a bug with his right leg. More specifically, it was probably an input bug with like forward 4 or his Hell Sweep, like a different technique overriding it or something. But anyways, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to do too much to you. June. Forward 2 on hit or block 1+2. Tracking capability of second hit enhancement. Okay, second hit stability. I've never seen that whiff midway, but whatever. Stop being mean. My fault, bro. During Genjutsu 4. Hitbox expanded downwards. Heat Genjutsu 2 1+2. Amount of Kazama essence gained on airborne hit was set to 6. Incorrectly is now 5. All right. I personally think Kazama essence is a crazy mechanic, and she doesn't really need that, but I don't know anybody who's having fun fighting against a full screen laser. And the crazy part is she's getting essence from moves she's gonna use anyways. You know, like, where's the decision making between let me do this move to build my Kazama essence, or this move to get more damage, or this move to get, you know, there's no choices. It's just, I'm gonna just do the move anyways, get more Kazama juice, and then start blasting. The installs don't feel super well thought out. I feel like Clive's, now I know there's probably some perceived bias, but like I said, I'm probably not playing the character anymore. Clive at least has to choose different moves to build his meter, right? And when he chooses to build meter, it doesn't it leaves all gray health. It doesn't do permanent health damage, which is in alignment with how the character works in FF16. I'm gonna nerd out for a bit, because in FF16, when you use Odin's blades, you don't actually do damage to your opponent. You only build meter. So the idea that Clive had lower damage options that they should do less damage, to be honest, but lower damage options that only leave behind gray health, or always leave behind gray health, and are specifically designed to build meter, should be the standard for when you make choices about how to build meter. Not like, I'm gonna do my strong move anyways and build meter anyways, you know? It feels like Tekken is treating us like dummies, you know? And to be fair, I've been on Twitter long enough that they might be right. They might be right on that. So let's look at King. Down back 1 + 2, 2. I've seen chat, yeah. Reversal break property was not functioning as intended. This issue has been corrected. Okay, fixed rev break bug. Down 3 + 4, 4. Alley kick. An issue has been corrected where the hitbox of the first attack was unintentionally reduced. Okay. Hitbox bug fix. This is not a major balance patch. This is a major bug fix patch, which... Okay, so if this patch came out as the Season 2 update, that would have been cool. If you remove the 1500 changes, right? Pretend the 1500 changes didn't happen, and then this was the patch, this would have been pretty fire. You know what I mean? The bug fixes and the nerfs were all we needed. We did not need more Kazama juice. We did not need more Azazel balls. You know, like, this, in a vacuum, this patch is pretty good. Unfortunately, we are still sitting with 1500 changes. Heat smash. Oh, I have to specify. That's annoying. Hitbox expanded. Word. Heat bursts. Collision detection with the wall. Bug fixes. Kuma Panda back 1. Hitbox expanded upward. Forward 1 + 2. Hitbox expanded. Lars. Heat smash. Frame data display bug fix, I guess. Weird. Law. Heat smash. Fixed an issue where stage gimmicks did not activate correctly. Okay. Stage gimmick bug fix. Lee. Heat smash. Fixed an issue where, under certain conditions, follow-up moves would not correctly occur after a block attack. Oh, that was the exploit, right? Where he could just do the first hit and heat smash twice or something? Oh, yeah, Kazuya was untouched. Crazy. Oh, Dragonov untouched also. You forgot King? King untouched? You forgot your eyes, bro. King is literally, we talked about him. Leo. I like how Deviljin got buffs while Lee got nothing. Hey, man. We passed Lee. The window for complaints is over. I'm sorry. You can leave the feedback with the Bandai Namco team, not with me. Back 1-4. These are all the K and K transitions. Fix an issue where people were evading high follow-up attacks earlier than intended. God forbid defense accidentally works. My fault, bro. Bobu is Bach, right? I feel like I asked this every patch note stream. Bug fix for opponents being able to duck early. Back 1 + 2. Slip under bug fix. Heat smash. Less tracking on whiff. Leroy 2-1-2. Fixed an issue where after the second hit landed, third hit could be crouched and evaded. I've never heard of this early duck bug, but I never really fight Leroy's. 1 + 2, 1 + 2, 1. Distance has been reduced when the sixth hit connects. Okay. Sidestep 3 + 4. Hitbox fixes. A lot of hitbox fixes. Lidia. Stalking Wolf 4. Reduce opponent recovery time by 3 on hits. Okay. UCF 4. This is the move that It had the homing trails, but it would get sidestepped because it's so skinny. So they increased the hitbox. That makes sense. I adjusted the collision with the opponents to reduce. Okay, side swap. Bug fix. Is Lidia not gonna fit also? Sad. Smash. Bug fixes. What's up, Air Treya? Mid-range control characters? Yeah, Lee, kind of. Clive. Lili, kind of. As a Chun main myself, I love Xiayou and Tekken. You just might like Asian girls, bro, and that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't know if those characters are the same. Anyways, yeah, Xiayou might be a good pick too, I guess. Alright. Last page. Lili, did they nerf my girl? Come on, bruh. Let's see what happens. Standing 3. Behavior on side and back hits has been modified. Maybe this fixes the issue where you can't wall splat with 3-1. Or 3-2. Back facing opponent 1-2. Certain situations the issue was mitigated with the forward movement was intentionally reduced, making attacks more likely to whiffs. Okay. Stability fix. Everything is really cool, the detail they're giving me, but it boils down to a stability fix. Stability fix on 4th hit. Heat smash. Fix an issue where performing a move with specific inputs unintentionally resulted in stronger tracking. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that was a thing. What was that? There was an exploit that made her heat smash track better? What was it? Lili has been largely unchanged in Season 2. I disagree with that assessment. She has like a stupid counter hit slide. And her sidestep benefited from the overall Season 2 sidestep buff as well. So I don't know if I agree with that. Reverse Ivory Cutter. Opponent's behavior at first it was adjusted so they face the player. Okay. So it makes combos easier. Going back to old versions of Nina is probably like characters in general that have this fix is going to be crazy where they auto correct when you hit the first part. Fee, you know that downplay is a ban, right? I didn't say where was I downplaying, bro? I literally said she's stronger in this version of Season 2. She had the slide in Season 1. Yeah, they gave it the cheat engine speed buff where it goes faster. You tried to catch me. You tried to disrupt the patch notes to try to catch me, but you weren't even paying attention. You heard me talk about my own character and assumed that I was downplaying because I play that character. Little did you fucking know that most of the chat room has ears and you don't. If you're gonna interrupt the class, you better have a valid complaint next time. Back 1+2, 1+2 during heat. Stand in the corner now. The tracking performance of the 6th hit has been enhanced, but only if the 5th hit lands or is blocked. Okay, hitbox stability. 1-2, 1, 1+2. This is the hitbox stability patch, really. I'm so bad at using this laptop. Forward 3+4 during heat on hit. Okay, heat. Stage gimmick bug fix. I swear to God, if I see any streamer / pro / content creator defending Tekken, they are getting blacklisted under the shill folder. I swear to God, if I see any streamer, pro / content creator defending Tekken, Hwoarang, or the dev team, they're getting blacklisted under the shill folder. Are we allowed to doom yet? Is the continued bait and switch of the dev team at an outrageous point yet? This is the guy that's on the corner of the street with a microphone and like a portable amplifier. He's standing on the corner, broadcasting to the world. Listen, bro. Keep the contents of your computer's folder to yourself. Unless directly asked, I don't think many people are interested in the contents of your folder. Paul. Oh, boy. They didn't remove his homing move yet? The homing high, normal hit launcher, bro? They let him just keep that? What's going on? Back 2-1, hold. Damage down by 12. Raven. Full crouch, down forward 3+4, the hell sweep. Follow-up bug fix. This is the... This is like the disappearing cartwheel, right? What is that move called? What's that move called? Where he backflips and phases through you? Any Raven players know? Shadow wheel? I don't know. Why don't you just not make shit up, bro? What the fuck? Is it that hard? Blind roll? Is that what it's called? Shadow wheel is kind of hard, but there's no way I know Raven players don't know what they're doing, but they don't know the names of what they're doing either. I hate you guys, bro. Raven move list. Raven move list. Ridiculous. Where's this move? How do I find it? Maybe from back turn stance? Wait, phantom wheel? Is that what it's called? I thought I just saw it. Phantom javelin? No, that's way cooler. Blind roll. It's called blind roll. It's what it's called. Blind roll. Shadow wheel is cooler, but that guy was lying. Somebody bring Fraxton back. I didn't mean to time him for 10 minutes. I just don't have the capabilities here to fix it. He's not blind. Yeah, but he's rolling from backflip. That's blind. Going into it blind. Reina. During Heaven's Wrath 3+4. Oh, thank God. Why was that move ever +3, bro? Is this still a buff compared to Season 1? It's still a buff compared to Season 1, right? What was it in Season 1? -5? Yeah, that is a reasonable... That's a reasonable number. 0 is still crazy, bro. For a character like Reina, 0 is still crazy. Yeah, -5 was still good. She's like a really evasive character with good movement. It's a full tracking mid. You lose your turn for choosing to go for the tracking option. You know? If you want better frames, you usually sacrifice it in terms of linearity. Having a tracking plus frame mid is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Somebody said Steve untouched. They don't understand the alphabet. We didn't even get to Steve yet. But that's neither here nor there. Down forward 1, 2. It's still whiffing like before. Attempted. Pink name that spent 5,000 points. I choose to believe you that it wasn't fixed. I choose to believe you because I believe Reina mains would be passionate enough to try to investigate that bug. Do people call Shaheen's stealth step sneak? I've only ever heard it sneak. I've never heard it called stealth step. Am I out of touch? Steve. Down forward 2. Incorrect frame data display. Okay, this is kind of an interesting change. I think you can't do it anymore. It just says they fixed the frame data display, not that they changed the data. Do you want to mention characters that got launchers after Rage Art nerfs like Steve? Are there characters that don't have it? I thought the intention now is that every character could do it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I see it. Thank you. Yeah, as in they can launch now. Are there any characters that can't launch now? I'm pretty sure the idea is that everyone can do it now. It was 15 and now 14 on hit. Am I tripping? Changed from 19 to 18. Oh, I see. Thank you. My fault, bruh. My fault. My fault. I got upset when it was really my fault. How are you doing? I'm really sick and I feel the body aches right now. But we're going to get through this. Forward 1+2, expanded hitbox. Victor's basically untouched, bro. Forward 4-1. Second hit, stability fix. It's all stability fixes. During no sword stance, full crouch, down forward 1, 2. Oh. Did they nerf Zafina's back 1+2 or did they keep it? They did. Let's see. Okay, wait. Oh, damage down by a lot. Back 1+2. Chip was... Remove homing property. Thank God, bro. Thank God. Oh, wow. Jeez. Wow. How did that make it to the live server, man? Seriously. Opponent's recovery time down. Okay, nice. Mantis down forward 4. Airborne. Okay. That's a nerf? Isn't that a buff? Are you gonna try fucking practice tool after this? League of Legends player found! Practice tool? You mean practice mode? Anyways, probably not immediately. My body is hurting from being sick. So, so I need to... I might need to lie down a little bit. But now that I know I can stream here, I might stream some more. We'll see. Am I in a hotel room right now? Yeah. An issue was fixed where blocking the opponent's active behavior that would have registered as ground was incorrectly registered. Okay. Airborne bug fix. Okay, so we finished the patch notes. In summary, we once again have big system change, which is the rage art change, and a whole lot of nothing. Now to be fair, it's not literally nothing. It's a bunch of changes that we were kind of hoping to get in the transition from season 1 to season 2. So it feels like nothing. It feels like nothing because these kinds of changes are long overdue, you know? Like, this is the kind of stuff we really wanted right away. So to the people who are praying for good news, the good news is it seems like they're kind of figuring it out. Another step in the right direction, getting tired of those. Well, let me start by saying I feel you, but is that really what the hill you want to die on? You know, would you rather start getting more steps in the wrong direction again? You know, so like, I get it. It's not enough, but it's much better to be going in the right direction, right? So like, it's shitty, but we've already come to understand that the team working on this, they're no Capcom, okay? They're no Riot Games. Everything is going to be much slower. Everything is going to be much smaller. Expectations have to be tailored. So, yeah, Eris's JFK head analogy is all that needs to be said about Tekken 8. I disagree with Eris's take prior to season 2. After season 2, I think I agree with that more. I get where he's coming from, as I feel like he represents probably some of the most grounded like legacy takes, I would say. But even from like a fighting game perspective, I think season 1 was... it had issues, but we expected them to be fixed in the way that fixes are happening now. Anyways, biggest changes are probably the Ana nerfs, reductions in plus frames. I think plus frames should be still looked at. There's still a lot of plus frames in this game. Bryan's change is huge. Clive's guard break change is huge. Deviljin getting the new while standing 2 is pretty crazy. Maybe I should star like the big changes, you know? I feel like the big changes are these. Like, these are the ones you'll feel the most as like opponents too. The Snake Eyes change is crazy. I'm assuming the Naniwa Gusto change is good. The Rage Art change is definitely good. Where'd Ana go? Oh, page 1. These ones are big. I think the +2 is going to matter a lot. I don't know the details, but I'm pretty sure that's going to matter a lot. This is another L for Tekken. It's hard for me to frame it that way. See you, ITK5. I don't see it as an L. I see it as a microscopic lowercase W. Very lowercase W. This is the big change here. Removing home. That move being homing was so crazy, bro. I'm so glad they touched that. That's so crazy what it was doing before. What if every pro made a joint statement about wanting a patch if the devs not worry about the comp scene? The pros, and it's hard to blame them for this, would rather play on the patch and win. I think. They've been dealing with it for a long time. They've been dealing with shit like this for a long time. I think they would rather just play on it. Very idealistic, but unfortunately, I don't think it would pan out like that. Are people forgetting we didn't get a significant patch for 9 months last year? To me, the patches that we got in that downtime were still relevant because we saw character stuff get touched that probably should have gotten touched sooner, but it was still stuff getting touched, right? Now, to me, the real problem was when we got no updates after the Tekken World Tour for 3 months. That was the really bad one. That was the really bad one. The mid-season patches, like the minor patches, were still decent, depending on what the changes were specifically, right? Some of them were like a lot of nothing, and some of them were decent. But the 3 months of true downtime were really stupid, if you ask me. That was really dumb if you care about pro stability, trying to do like a giant Season 2 drop party with no testing. That was crazy to me. So, anyways, I'm going to take a stand break, run some ads, and then I'm going to record the YouTube version. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate you guys being here, and I'll see you shortly.